My name is Jenny Gao.
My name's Colin Deersing, and we're here on behalf of the Harvard Public Opinion Project here at the Institute of Politics at Harvard University.
Today we'll be sharing with you the results of our Fall 2012 survey.
For those of you unfamiliar with our work, the Harvard Public Opinion Project survey is the nation's largest survey of 18 to 29-year-olds, and today we'll be walking with you through the survey we conducted from September 19th to October 3rd, 2012, and sharing with you 4 of our most significant findings.
Our most startling finding, especially in the final days before the election, is that there has been a significant drop in enthusiasm among 18 to 24-year-olds for the political process since 2008. On your screen is a quote from a student who participated in a focus group we conducted this fall of young people who voted in 2008 but are not likely to vote this year. The student explains that she felt a sense of possibility and excitement in the political process in 2008, saying, "Yes, I can vote, and I'm going to make a change."
When asked to reflect about her thoughts on the 2012 election, the very same student was quoted as saying, "It's not really like either one of them is going to make a change." Student goes on to explain how differently she feels this year. A similar sense of disengagement comes across in the data from our fall survey.
We see that registration among 18 to 24-year-olds has dropped from 79% to 66%.
The percentage of 18 to 24-year-olds definitely or probably voting has dropped 17 points since 2008, while the percentage of voters probably or definitely not voting has more than doubled.
The percentage of millennials self-identifying as politically active has almost halved from 43% to 22%.
The same focus group mentioned earlier yields some results on why this trend is happening. When asked to identify why they were not planning on voting in 2012, 43% agreed with the statement, "It doesn't matter who gets elected, Washington is broken." 31% agreed, quote, "It doesn't matter who gets elected, none of the candidates represent my views."
The sense of disengagement is particularly notable among 2 groups, Hispanics and independents. Young Hispanics are 17 points less likely to vote than 18 to 24-year-olds in general, and 18 percentage points less likely to vote than blacks and 24 percentage points less likely to vote than whites.
Sense of disengagement is also particularly high among those young people without a party affiliation. On the whole, they are 28 and 38 points less likely to vote than their Democratic or Republican affiliated peers.
So, our results point to a significant drop in youth participation and a serious need to re-engage young people.
Our second important finding suggests that despite their disengagement, youth are still concerned with the future of the country, and particularly with the economy.
When asked, all in all, do you think that things in the country are going either in the right direction or the wrong track? 18 to 29-year-olds said that the 25% of 18 to 29-year-olds said that it was going in the right direction, whereas 41% stated that they believed the country was going on the wrong track. The statistics for 4-year college students were even more striking, with 21% saying that it was going in the right direction and almost half, 48%, believing that it was going in the wrong track.
When asked to reflect on what they believe to be the most important issues facing the nation and what concerned them most, a clear majority identified the economy, with a 9-point subset identifying jobs in particular. Healthcare followed as the second most important issue.
Our data suggests that thus far, millennials have been persuaded more by the Obama campaign than the Romney campaign, but the race is still close for the 4-year college population.
The director of the Harvard Public Opinion Project, John Della Volpe, reflects that, quote, "There was an opportunity for the Republican Party and Mitt Romney to connect to this generation about economic principles, but that opportunity hasn't been seized." When asked just about which candidate they're planning on voting for, those who are definitely voting identify President Obama at 55 points over Mitt Romney, 36.
President Obama's advantage seems to come from higher levels of trust on every issue that we polled on in our survey. President Obama's advantage is particularly pronounced on issues of concern to someone your age and issues of concern to women, with a 30% percentage point advantage and a 31 percentage point advantage.
We do note, however, that the race is closer among 4-year college students and graduates, with only a 10-point gap as opposed to a 22-point gap for the general population of 18 to 24-year-olds.
But despite President Obama's advantage with 18 to 29-year-olds on the whole, our poll suggests that neither party should take for granted the support of young people. Our data suggests that the youngest millennials, those who are 18 to 19 years old, are more divided in their views than their 28 to 29-year-old counterparts, and on the whole, are more pessimistic.
So a clear gap emerges between 18 to 19-year-olds and 28 to 29-year-olds when asked who they plan on supporting. There's only a 10-point advantage for President Obama among 18 to 19-year-olds, whereas there is a 20-point advantage in the other direction among 28 to 29-year-olds. When asked whether the country is going in the right direction or off on the wrong track, millennials who are 18 to 19 are also significantly more pessimistic.
To us, all of this data seems to point to one conclusion, best summarized by our Institute of Politics director, Trey Grayson, who explains, "We must work together to re-engage youth in the political process, a goal critical to the health and future of our democracy."
As students, we are convinced that there is no one better equipped to do this than those of us already engaged in the political process. We are the ones who should reach out to our friends, roommates, classmates, and peers.
And that starts with bringing them to the polls on November 6th.